So if you guys would like to build this insanely fast Pillager RAID Farm that I have behind me right now, that works in the new updates of Minecraft, make sure you watch throughout the whole entire video to see how to build this beast of a farm. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you guys how to build yourselves a Pillager farm that works in the new update. Because as you may or may not know, in the last update, the B update, they decided to break our last Pillager farm that's somewhere over there, so that farm does not work anymore. So yeah guys, in today's video I got ourselves a new Pillager farm for us to build. Now it is fairly similar to the last one, but I recommend just watching the whole thing through just to make sure that you can make all the changes that you need to, or just build a new one, because that's what I'm doing right here for you guys today, just to make it easier so you can see it all built up from the ground once again. And so just like the last farm, what we're going to start up by doing is getting ourselves a bunch of glass panes, because we need to figure out where in the world these guys are spawning down here on this first platform. So we're just going to go ahead and cover this whole area from wood block to wood block with glass panes. Just like the last farm, just like we did, the whole entire middle, everything needs to be covered with just some glass panes. And don't worry, you're going to break these in a little bit, but just for now, we need some glass panes so we can try and figure out where in the world they are spawning. And alright, so after you finish placing in all that glass, we're going to go about 32 blocks away. Oh, there's some guys down there somehow, they must have escaped. But we're going to go about 32 blocks away. I mean, it doesn't really matter too much as long as you go a decent amount away to make sure that those guys can spawn in there. And then we can go and come back and fly back, and hopefully there should be some guys spawning in here. No, not yet. Alright, that's okay. We're actually going to come down here. We're going to kill these guys just in case they're taking up like the spawn cap limit or something like that. So kill all the pillagers around the outpost that aren't in the top up there, and then we can go and try again. So I'm just going to come over here, kill this guy just like that, and now we'll go ahead and run away again. See, nothing. Wait, I think I just saw one. Yep, there they are. See, one of them spawned already, so we just had to kill those guys in order for them to spawn. And then we're going to get ourselves our locator map. We're going to open it up and make sure we're facing north. Our little arrow guys facing up, because north will always be the top of the map. And then all we got to do is we got to come to the bottom right corner of where these guys are. So that would be this block right here. And then we're just going to go ahead and mark that block. I'm going to use some gold because, you know, I have a insane gold farm. That works pretty well, so we can just use gold block. And that's our marker block. So as you can see, the bottom right, because these guys spawn in a like 4 block radius. So you see that 1 block, 2, 3, 4. All we need really is the bottom right block to be marked, and then you can go ahead and kill these guys and destroy all of the glass panes as long as you got that. And now every once in a while there will be like 2 spawning spots, and that's okay. You just do the same exact thing. You place a gold or whatever block in that bottom right corner just like we did right there, and then you'll just have to make 2 kill chambers, aka just like 2 spots for them to fall off into the kill chamber. It's not that tough or anything like that, but yeah. Alright, so next up we're going to be making sure that we are facing north, and we're going to come to the left side of our little spawn block, and we're just going to make a 4x4 hole right here. It doesn't matter where it is. Sometimes the block's here and then the hole is in the middle, but this time it was off to the side just so you guys can see it still works if it's right here. And then we're going to go ahead and just surround the whole entire thing in just some glass blocks, solid blocks. And we're going to surround it around that block just like that. And then we can go ahead and build this up to about 3 high. And we'll do this all the way around just like so. And then all we're going to have to do is place 1 block right here, which will make them fall down into the kill chamber. And one cool thing in this new update is that the pillagers do not need to have a dark light level in order to spawn. So you can leave this completely open to the outside with glass. You don't need to make it dark or anything like that. And the pillagers will spawn just fine. So yeah, just like the other farm, you don't need to surround this in anything at all, unlike the other farm. So for the next step of the farm, as you guessed it, we're going to be building ourselves our first little kill chamber. So we're going to keep it just like the other one. We're going to break these 4 blocks down here. Just going to replace them with some normal blocks. And then in the bottom right corner, pretty much close to where you put this block, this is where our hopper is going to go. So when we come down here, we're just going to place our chest like right here. And then this is the bottom right corner. So a little something like that. And then we're going to go ahead and come back up here, destroy this block, and destroy the 2 blocks, or the 3 blocks around it. We're going to surround this in just some blocks like this. Then we're going to get ourselves some rails, make a little U shape or a circle thing like that. Get ourselves our minecart with our hopper. Destroy that block, or destroy that rail, destroy that rail. Place a block here, a block here, a block here once again. Then we put the minecart with hopper on that rail. Then we got to go and just break the rail. Darn it, not like that. As I was saying, break only the rail, and then we just got to go ahead and push that block into that corner piece, and as you can see, it's going to suction right into there. Nice just like so, and then that will be the collection system all done. So now when any items drop on here, it will get sucked up by that, and then went ahead and put in our chest down here. And alright, so for the next step of the farm, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves our pistons, and then we're just going to go ahead and place a piston essentially on each one of these blocks. So one right there, one right there, one right there, one right there. Therefore, that every block has something pushing it. Just like here, this is the view from the bottom right, just so you can see what it looks like. And we're just going to go ahead, of course, and fill in the blocks in between here, all these little sections. And as you can see, of course, I had to knock out some of the side because they spawned right here on the edge compared to the middle like the other one, but that's something that's completely normal. That's completely fine to do. And alright, so for the next step of this farm, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves our droppers out, and now we're going to place these droppers in all the corners, but they must be facing a solid block, not a piston. So they're going to be facing just like this. As you can see, this goes into a solid block, this goes into solid block, this goes in the solid block, and this goes in the solid block. So they look a little something like that. Make sure none of them are facing with like the hole open towards the piston, as you guys can see. And then we're doing the really simple job of just placing an observer on the open mouths of these little guys, just straight on their face, just like so for all of them. And then next up, all we gotta do is just fill in our blocks on top of the pistons, and then once again another layer of blocks on top of the whole thing, just like so, like that. And then again, oops, that was wrong, right here on the piston, just like so. Next up, all you gotta do is get yourself a lever. Go ahead and place this on one of the blocks, and that will turn on and off this trident thing, or the pistons that are in here. Now I'm not going to destroy one of these blocks because that can mess with it just a little bit. Well, actually here we can do it, it'll be just fine. So we can just take out this block right here, place just throw a couple of tridents down here. Doesn't matter where you throw them, just like so. And then make sure you replace these blocks because that's part of the system. And then now that should be the whole thing functioning. And let me just go fly above so I can show you guys that it is all working how it should work. We'll jump through this hole right here. And then as you guys can see, those 4 pistons are pursuing around that trident, and that is what will be killing all of our pillagers that fall down here. And so for the next part of the farm, we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves some leaves, and we're going to go ahead and cover this whole entire layer and the whole entire roof layer in a layer of leaves, and this will make it so that none of the pillager raids can spawn down here. It's very unlikely that they will spawn down here, but just to be safe, just to make sure that they don't, we'll go ahead and just place leaves all throughout here, and like I said, all over the roof on the top layer. So for the next step of this farm, we're going to go ahead and be placing in some scaffolding, but first of all, we need to come down here to this level right here, this floor, and we're going to see that it's at Y level 82, as you can see that middle number on that far left, and we need to go ahead and go 26 blocks up from here, but we're going to go ahead and do it on the top. So yeah, like I said, 26 blocks up from 82, so Alexa, what's 82 plus 26?
82 plus 26 is 108.
So then we're going to go up to the top part of the farm right up here, if I can land up here. And we're going to just build up with scaffolding. It has to be scaffolding. And we're going to come right here to the middle, of course. And we're going to go ahead and build up to the number 108, because that's what that plus 26 is. Alright, so Y level 108, go ahead and build yourself a little platform here. And a lot of people are having problems not understanding how this works. When you want to spawn a pillager captain down here, you come up to this floor right here and you wait about 30 seconds and then you go down and check. This is the minimum distance you have to be for the pillager captains and all the pillagers that spawn down there. So yeah, that's what the whole purpose of having this little tiny platform right here is for. Alright, so for the next step of the farm, we're going to have to go 50 blocks above that bottom layer. So ours is 82. So Alexa, what's 82 plus 50?
82 plus 50 is 132.
So we're going to need to go up to Y level 132, and that will be our main platform where we build everything. So go ahead and build up that platform to be nice and wide. Uh-oh, that's 133, 132. So right here would be where we're going to start building up the main kill chamber for the pillager farm. Alright, so for the location of where we're going to build this, we're going to go ahead and come to the center of our wherever we built up our scaffolding blocks. So this right here is the center. And we want to make sure we're facing north, so go ahead and grab your map and make sure you're facing up towards the top of the map. Then we're going to go to the right by 1, 2 blocks. And then we're going to go straight out by 1, 2. Like I was saying, go out to the top by 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks, just like so. So as you can see, this right here is the center. We went to the right. All right, we're facing north. Went to the right, 1, 2, and then we built out straight, 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then next up, we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves some blocks, and we're going to come out to the side just enough so that we can place a dropper on the face of this scaffolding block. Then you can just go and destroy those blocks. We don't need those anymore. So once you go ahead and place that dropper down there, we're going to need just a hopper right here, a hopper right here, and then one hopper just like that, and then we can fill in the rest with solid blocks, which I appear to have none. Just kidding, I do have some. We're filling in just solid blocks right here, so it looks a little something like this, and this will be the kill chamber that we are going to be using. And you can go ahead and surround this in just some solid blocks if you would like to, just a little something like this. And then what we're going to end up doing next is going to go ahead and place our minecart and hoppers in, and now you have to do this way different than the other farm. We got to come here, so just surround this actually one more layer high, just like so, like we're doing right now. And we got to do this just like we did it down there at the other farm, or the other trident kill. We're going to place rails here, here, plate, and then go ahead and destroy this. Just make sure that it's in a circular shape, whatever, something like that. Go ahead and place in some leaves, actually place in one leaf right there, and then we're going to place the minecart with hopper on top. Nope, don't push it yet, my fault. What you need to do first is place it down and then destroy the rail that's on top of it. And then you go ahead and push it into that corner, into that leaf, just like so. And then we can go ahead and place leaves all around here if it will let us. There we go. Push it in there perfectly. That's exactly how it's supposed to be, is looking something like that. And then we're going to place blocks on here. And then we can go ahead and actually don't build this up quite yet. So we're going to build this just like we built that trident killer down there. Like I said, we're going to have one piston, normal piston facing like into this thing. And we're facing north right now. So into the hopper thingamajigger, whatever. Then one right here, one right here, one right here, just like so, so that every block has one piston into it. And then we're going to surround this with just some normal solid blocks like we are doing right now, just like that. And then we're just going to be right here. As you guys can see, this right here is the front of the farm. This is where everything comes up of. So we're just going to go ahead and place a dropper in this corner, a dropper in this corner, and a dropper right here in this corner. So it's a little something just like that. And then we'll go ahead and grab ourselves some observers and face these out from these blocks. So it looks a little something just like, come on, just like that. We don't want that one there. A little something just like that. Yep, that is looking very nice. And then we'll go ahead and get ourselves some solid blocks filled in on top of your normal pistons, and get ourselves a repeater and just place a repeater right there, just like so. And then right here where this redstone repeater is, we can go ahead and place ourselves our observer coming out from that redstone signal. And right, so real quick, we're gonna just come right here, place a piece of glass right here and where this hole is, and then place a solid block right here. Then we'll come around to the back where our dropper is at, sneak by, and we're gonna have to place a stair facing down. Yep, facing down just like that, as you guys can see. And that'll make it so when this shoots a block out, let's see, I don't have rest on me, but it will fall straight down instead of like going all over the place. And you're going to destroy these blocks, even though we'll be back here once again in just a second. So next up, what we're going to want to do is we're going to come to the back of the farm where our little dropper system is at. And we're going to come here. We're going to go ahead and destroy this block. There was a block right here in this back right corner. Destroy this block. Grab yourselves an observer. Place the observer going down into that block, which it doesn't always like to do that. It's not always easy to place this thing, but we want to be going down into this block. So let's try once again. So like I was saying, facing down from the top of that block into a block right here, and then we're going to go ahead and come on top of the dropper and place a piece of redstone. Then go and destroy all the scaffolding that you used to get to that, because it was being very annoying. But, yep, it's going to look a little something like that, and that will power that block, which will power this, power the redstone, which in turn will just drop the block down like we have been doing this whole entire time. And then now what we're going to want to do is we want to go to the outside and go up by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and just place a 6 block high just encasement around this thing for when the Ravengers spawn, so that they don't glitch out, because trust me, they really, really love to just glitch out. So just like you guys can see, we're just going around this whole thing, placing a 6 block high wall, just like so, around the whole entire thing, just to make sure, like I said, nothing spawns. Just keep going through it just like this. And that redstone, a piece of redstone will be exposed, but that is okay. You will be just fine. But then just keep on going through, place some blocks just like so. You're doing a very good job. Keep it up. You go and grab yourselves a second piece of glass, place it where that glass is, and then we're just going to keep on going. We're going to actually leave this right here. We're going to leave this open because that can be where we will sit. But like I said, just continue around surrounding this. We're actually going to do this front part, only 3 blocks tall, so 1, 2, 3. As you can see, just like so. Just keep on building it up, and then yep, that right there, it should be this whole kill chamber part done, which is by far the most difficult part. The next part is super easy, but yeah, it's gonna look a little something like that. And actually, you can go ahead and build this up if you want to as well. Alright, so next up, all you're going to do is throw in a couple of tridents. Now, you can enchant these tridents if you want to. If you want them to kill fast, you can put things like impaling on them. But I'm just going to leave the bare minimum just like that. Then we're going to place ourselves our glass blocks back just like that. Go ahead and place a lever up here on this block, and then that will be, like I was saying, place a lever up there on this block, and then that will be the whole thing working. As you can see, the tridents are being pushed around, and that is what will kill these annoying pillager guys. And alright, so once you go ahead and build up this thing, 6 blocks, like I was saying, we want to place leaves on top of this just to make sure nothing can spawn up here. So we place a layer of leaves, and then now we need to go up 15 blocks from this start of this layer right here. So we got 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. And then we're just going to go ahead and do this for this whole entire chamber that you see right here. This whole thing's all going to go up by a total of 15 blocks, just like so. And make sure you include the corner pieces, because you do need those, or else the Ravagers boys could glitch out. So yeah, I'm going to build that whole up, this whole section up just like so. And the rest, now that we're up here, went up by our 15 blocks in our chamber, we need to go out by 5 blocks in every direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is what our chamber, for not our kill chamber, but this will be where they are going to spawn at. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to go ahead and do that same thing over here on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 blocks out, and do that on this last side right here. And then all we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and just connect up all these things just like so, so that we should have a perfect 14 by 14 block little square up here. As you can see, we're just up here connecting all of these things together, and these should be all perfectly even to one another. But that's alright. We're going to end up filling in these squares anyways. Alright, so then after you finish making up your 14 by 14 platform, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves some more leaves once again and go out by a total of 2 blocks just like so. And we're going to surround the whole entire thing just like this in a 2 block wide leaf thing, I guess you could say. So go around the whole thing and just, yeah, fill in these 2 wide leaf little thing. I don't know what to call it, little lip or whatever. Alright, so after you finish making your little two wide lip around the whole edge, we're just going to come to each one of these corners. We're going to take out this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and, oh, not that one, 6 blocks. And we're going to do this around every single one of these corners, and we're just going to fill these in with leaves. I'll do it once again so you can see how we do it. So we come here to the corner, we count 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, and 6, and we just fill that in with leaves. I'll go ahead and repeat it just one more time so you can see how it's done, and we're going to do this on each one of the corners, by the way. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, just like so. Super simple. I'll go ahead and just do on this last one just so you can see once again so you don't mess it up. So 1 block, 2 block, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and they're going to replace those all with some leaves once again. Alright, so next step after you go ahead and finish those corners, we're going to come to the edge right here. We're going to go out and we're going to build up by 1, 2, 3, and 4 blocks, and we're going to just make ourselves a 4 block long wall along this whole thing. So again, out from the leaves by 1, the 1, and just 1, 2, 3, 4 high, and we're just going to surround this whole entire thing in a wall that's 4 blocks high, just like that. And alright, so after you go ahead and finish your 4 block high wall, we're just going to come to the top of this wall and cover it, the whole thing, in leaves going all the way around. And then once you are done with covering the whole thing in leaves, this whole entire circle thing all in leaves, what we're going to want to do, we're going to come to each one of these corners and place in 1 leaf block, and this will help with our water flowing systems once we go ahead and install those in a second. Alright, so for placing the water in on this farm, we're just going to go ahead and grab ourselves a water bucket, place one in the corner, not like that, you don't want to waterlog it, place it above it just like that, and we're going to go ahead and skip this block and then start placing them in just like this the whole entire way down. And as you should see, once we start filling up more of this, it should all flow to the center perfectly perfect. And then, yeah, as you can see, it's going to all just flow to the center, and that will work out really well. And also, one little tip, if you are in a tundra biome, as you can see, we are a cold biome, all we're going to have to do is going to just place signs inside of these, and that will keep the ice from forming. So super simple and super easy, and I'm going to have to do that obviously since I am in a cold biome. So yeah. Alright, and if you did it right, everything should flow perfectly into the middle. Now make sure you don't place signs right there where you're not supposed to place water. But yeah, it's going to look a little something like that. And as you can see, it all works and everything flows straight to that middle perfectly perfect. So now we have one more step left, and then I do believe we are ready to use the farm then. And right, so for this step, all I did was I came 3 blocks from the top of the farm on the right side. This is where that little redstone piece is sticking out of with the dropper that drops everything down. And all I did was come up here, and we're gonna have to just place a bed like this, and if it will let us, there we go. Ooh, we don't want to sleep in it. We want to actually get ourselves a villager, and so we have to go to the nether and grab a villager from our villager farm and transport him up here and get him in the bed. And we actually do have to do this at nighttime, as a matter of fact, because then the villager will sleep in the bed. So we went ahead and got ourselves our villagers. As you can see, just like that, flows into the bed right away. Now we place leaves above him like this. Now we can completely encase him with the leaves so that he does not move. He will not suffocate in the leaves, but now he will not move, just like that. So we're just going to place leaves like that. Then we can go and destroy this, and we can go ahead and take down our portal. And then yeah, that is pretty much this whole entire farm all done and dusted, just like that. And alright, so now we should be pretty much ready to go ahead and test the farm. Now, of course, down here we can go ahead and place in just some hoppers wherever you like. I don't know exactly where that dropper drops them from, but whatever. You know how it works. The dropper is going to drop them down here into one of these, and then we can just go ahead and run that into whatever you want. Chest, whatever. I'll leave that up to you. It should be super simple to do. But yeah, just for now, I'm going to leave that. Ooh, that is a beautiful sunset. How about it? But we're going to go up here, and now let's try this out for the first time. So what we want to do is we just kind of want to sit here on this platform. Alright, just give the game a minute. And then we can go down here and see if we have any of these captain boys spawning. Oh yeah, we got quite a few boys down there. Make an easy route to get into here, or you can be like me and be complicated. But let's go ahead and check. Actually, we don't know yet. We just got to kill them. Oh yeah, hold a looting fee sword out at all times though, because that will give you more drops, because the looting fee is then applied to the trident. And yeah, I really wish I could place glass in here so I could see them, but obviously there is no pillager captain in there, otherwise we would have gotten a bad omen effect by now. But that's okay. All we gotta do, we fly up here to this platform. We're gonna wait up here for probably like 20-30 seconds. And alright, so just a little bit later, since it did take me a couple of tries to get one of these pillager captain guys, we did finally get one. As you can tell, he has that banner on top of his head. So now all we gotta do is come down here, and then we just gotta kill him using our trident killer. And I really need to light this area because there's a lot of mobs, but just flick the trident killer, and this will give us a bad omen effect. As soon as he dies, just give him it. There you go. That's the bad omen effect. And then now all we gotta do is fly up to our top platform, as you will see in just a second right here. And then a raid should start as soon as we get up here. Yep, just like that. The raid is starting, and then you will see them start to fall down here any second now. You can go ahead and flick this on whenever you would like to, and yeah, you'll see. Just give it a minute, wait for that raid bar to go, and these guys will start dropping down here, and that's the whole farm complete. That's everything. You hear the little horn, they're about to start falling. There you go. There they already are, and as you can see, it kills them super fast. That was already the whole raid. Actually, wait, we got one more left. There he goes. That was already the whole raid, and as you guys can see, they're all dropping down into that hopper down there. We're getting tons and tons of loot from this farm. So I do think that's a good time to end the episode. I do hope you guys enjoyed this pillager farm. It is super great, and it's so insane, so insanely fast. I hope you guys did enjoy. But anyways, thank you guys for watching yet again another video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out, everybody.